Good morning. A couple of weeks ago I had a very interesting conversation with my local butcher. I grew up in the food business and actually became a qualified cook many years ago. And so I value very much a place where they sell good quality meat. And in Sydney we have a very good chain of butcher shops, a small chain called Peter's Meats. And there's a mother company and the rest are with sort of franchise operation where the butchers or one or two butchers bind together and buy part of the business. And so my local butcher, who's curiously enough called Peter, had one of these franchise arrangements with a partner and everything was going well. The problem came a few years ago when the mother company actually went bust. And so the people who had the franchise arrangement either had to lose their stores or buy out the whole business. And so Peter decided to do that. And that wasn't actually the problem though. The problem was that his long-standing partner left the business and passed on his share to a young man who he had known, and a very smart young man who had worked with one of the large retail supermarket chains. And anyway, this young man came to Peter with a very well carried out and detailed study with deep analysis, with copious spreadsheets, and basically showed Peter how they could increase their profits by slowly decreasing the quality in a way that may not necessarily be perceived by the clients. Anyway, Peter didn't want to do this. It wasn't his idea of how he wanted to run a business. It wasn't his idea of value. And so, to cut a long story short, 2 years and $80,000 of legal fees later, Peter finally got control of his store. And so today I travel that little bit further and I go down and I buy my meats from him and very much enjoy his team, who are always efficient and helpful and were absolutely delightful, even when my 2 6-year-old daughters are climbing all over their store. Now, the interesting thing for me from a leadership point of view is the incredible efforts and even sacrifices that Peter went to in order to get control of his business so that he could deliver what he understood to be value to his clients. And not only that, he was able and has been able to instill his idea of value to his staff in very, very simple language, telling them, please don't sell anything to our clients, any meat that you would not be happy to take home and give to your own mother. And one must say that staff has taken that on board, because what I see in them is purpose. And of course what Peter has done with that is give meaning to their work. And so Peter, the local butcher, for me is a great example of leadership in action. And I've known many CEOs of very large organizations who would do well to take note of Peter's example. How you first give importance to giving value to your clients, have a very, very clear concept of what that value is, and have the ability to instill that in your staff so that they work hard but work happily. And one of the other things I've noticed with Peter and his team is that over a 3-year period in shopping centres where you see a massive turnover in staff, Peter's team has stayed together, and in fact I've seen one person change out of a team in 10 in 3 years' time. And so I got to say, as a leader, I have the greatest respect for Peter, and I think it's a great leadership story. So anyway, what I'm interested in is what is your concept of value? How clear are you about what value means to your clients? And how committed do you see the people who work around you giving that value to your clients? Anyway, I'd be very interested to hear your comments on my LinkedIn page, and we look forward to hearing from you, and look forward to coming back here next week with another leadership story. Thank you very much.